Hey guys, have you seen the leaks? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I don't have much time right now, so I'm just gonna let it all out now. This is crap. This is garbage. This is this is literally the worst possible thing we could have gotten. It's garbage. It's a disaster. It's disgusting. I'm ashamed. I don't even know what to think. At least, at the very least, at least we have an answer, right? Now we know he was doing all of this so he could make a sequel. I'm sick, by the way. That's why my voice sounds kind of disgusting. But now we know that this went to crap because he was going to make a sequel. Because now, I guess, they decided, oh, Attack on Titan is so lucrative, we can't just end it here. We know you're tired, Isayama. Here, have a break. And then come back with a sequel. That's why we need you to hurry up and finish this in 2 chapters. So you can have your little break. Okay? And then come back and we're gonna have like a reboot. It's gonna suck. So here we have our leaks. What appears to be Jean Casa. I don't know. Could be, could not be. People are betting on it is. But I won't say for sure. Some people are saying this is Farmer Coon's cousin. And I think that's more of the route it's going to go. We're not ever going to get, hey, this is John. We're never going to get that said, I don't think. But, I could be wrong about that. These leaks say Paradis was destroyed, so it's seeming like it's not one of these visions. Oh, this would have happened if Eren did da da da. No, it seems, according to these leaks, which of course could always be fake, so don't say, oh, you're overacting over some leaks, wait till June, da da da. No, this is coming from Zekin. Now we have panels and stuff, so shut up. Let me rant. Shut up. Okay. We have what looks like Mikasa and John, if that is John, right? Their child, coming to this tree where the Titan powers lay dormant inside. So we're gonna get a loop, basically. But Paradis is gone. And the big thing, ooh, you Eldians are terrible. It's a loop. It's a time loop. What they did wrong was Eren's genocide, right? That's how this loop is going. That's how this is going to work. But now we're going to have all new characters. So it's just going to be crud. Mikasa's offspring, right? Here's Mikasa, old as heck. Gina Mikasa visiting Eren's grave with her offspring. Granny Mikasa still wearing scarf till her death. Oh. War happens that causes the destruction of Paradis, as we knew. As everyone who's smart already knew. We already knew that was happening. We already knew that was going to happen. Mysterious child that resembles Mikasa finds Eren's tree, which now resembles Ymir's original tree. The power of the Titans lay dormant inside. And then here's some panel. I don't know what I'm looking at here. It looks like Eren and... I don't know. This is a train wreck. This is disgusting. This is terrible. The whole series was for nothing. The whole series was for nothing. I wish I dropped this series a year ago. I do. Oh my god. Was it Annie and Armin's separation mention? Good. Because he's the reason she freaking had to stay on Paradis for so long. He's the reason she had to crystallize herself. At least one thing makes sense here. Don't know why they ever got together. These leaks are all tragic. It's terrible. It's horrible. And it makes me feel sick. Honestly, I wish I dropped the series a year ago. If I would have known this is how it ended, I probably would have never watched. Honestly. Honest. And I know everybody says, it's the journey, not the destination, da da da. I get it. And this series has brought me, like, the most happiness, like, immeasurable. It's immeasurable, the amount of happiness this series has brought me. But this ending is literally a slap in the face. It's a slap in the face. And you cannot argue otherwise. This ending is terrible. This ending is disgusting. And it was all just to create a sequel. That's why this has gone so left field. He changed his ending, quote, so many times, right? He, quote, changed his ending so many times. And this is what we got. This is what we got. Unbelievable. I'm just stunned silent right now. I'm trying not to make this so long, you know. I really don't have the time to just sit here and keep going on and on. But this is disgusting. I'm at a loss for words. These leaks are horrible. And I already know they're not going to be fake. These are going to be the real leaks. These are going to be the real actual leaks. This is how the series is going to, quote, end. So we can get a disgusting reboot. We're going to get a stupid reboot with Mikasa's child. And, ooh, now they're the founding titan. And then this whole series is going to happen all over again. Eren accomplished absolutely nothing. He was retconned, so he would then accomplish absolutely nothing. Ymir was retconned, so we could get a stupid sequel. Mikasa got with this guy just because she couldn't have her original choice. You know, he's just second fiddle. She doesn't love this person, whoever this is. Absolutely not. Still religiously visiting Eren's grave. Still wearing that disgusting, dirty scarf. Should have holes in it. Unless she doesn't clean it at all. Whatever. It's just a big whatever. Everybody died for nothing. Everybody in the Survey Corps died for nothing. They did. I don't know why Levi saluted them. They died for nothing. And since Paradis was destroyed, are we to just then, and you know, our 104th, we're on our way back visiting to negotiate with Krista or whatever, Historia. Are our only survivors then Gabby, Falco, and Levi? Gabby gets off scot-free for killing somebody. Yeah, I'm gonna hold on to that. I'm gonna carry that to my grave. I still don't like her. Why are they with Levi also? Are we gonna get a panel explaining that? Why are those two with Levi? Why are those two with Levi? You know, in spite of Isayama, I'm gonna think up the most disgusting thing. I'm going to write a 25 chapter Arari Omegaverse. I'm gonna write that. And you guys better blow it up. Because I want Isayama to read it and be like, what is this? This is gonna be his punishment. I'm gonna write a world-renowned 25 chapter Arari Omegaverse story. And I'm gonna turn it into a novel. And people will be like, well, I'm getting texts. People are gonna be like, whoa, this novel's so good. You know, the names are gonna change a little bit. And they're gonna be like, I wonder where this, like, came from. It's gonna be the new 50 Shades of Grey. And they're gonna do some research and find out that it originated from my Omegaverse Arari fanfic. And I'm gonna write this just to spite Isayama. Because this is the biggest slap in the face to me as a fan. If anything... Okay, the only way I won't write this is if Isayama... No, I'm still gonna write it. The only way I'll watch this sequel is if Isayama comes out and literally says, hey, I'm sorry, I changed the ending. This is how I intended it to actually end. If he at some point says that, then I will watch this reboot or sequel or whatever. Because I feel slapped in the face as a fan. I do. This is horrible. How do you ruin your series just to make a sequel? If anything, he should have stopped at Eren announcing, hey, I'm gonna do a rumbling. LOL. My objective, to erase everybody, to kill everyone who, wishes us harm, right? When he took everybody in the paths and told them his plan. They should have stopped the manga there, paused it, and that could have been the end, right? That could have been the end. And then, in 5-6 months, part 2, right? Attack on Titan reboot. Or going onward, continue. He just needed a break or something. Like, he could have stretched out the final chapters and then the Ymir backstory and everything. He could have stretched that all out to at least be 25 more chapters. For real. The last 6 or 7 chapters of Attack on Titan could have been 25 chapters, right? Hence more money for, what is it, Busetsu, whatever the fucking magazine is. They didn't have to do this. We don't want a sequel. We wanted this to end here and now. But hey, at least now we know Paradis was destroyed. At least we have that answered. None of the plot holes are answered at all, but at least we have the closure in knowing that the Alliance made the wrong decision that they then now have to live with for the rest of their lives. So, Levi, take that salute back. You chose wrong. You made a choice with many regrets. Mikasa, had you not killed your lover, first of all, you two could be together now. You wouldn't have to visit his grave. You wouldn't have to wear his smelly scarf from when he was a child. He could have gave you a new one. How's that? He could have gave you a whole new scarf, and the entire Paradis could still be alive right now. Had you not made the wrong decision. Ymir, I don't know. There's not much to say about Ymir because she still won't open her mouth. And everything's been retconned. And this story is a disaster. And I leave you with that. I will be writing this Omegaverse Arari fanfic. If you would like the link, I will definitely drop that in the next video. I'm writing it. I don't care. I'm mad. I'm writing. It's going to be so vile, so disgusting, so gross. And it's going to get famous. And it's going to get published. It's going to be the new, Twilight. Watch. Because I'm upset. I don't even know what to do with myself at this point. So here's a 25, 50 chapter Arari Omegaverse. Maybe it won't actually be Omegaverse because, I don't know, that stuff is a lot. That's a lot. I don't know. I personally will not be choosing to partake in this sequel or reboot or whatever unless Isayama admits, not admits because, we already have our proof and stuff. I would just like a statement where he says, hey, this was my original ending. This is how I intended for it to end the whole time. Because now we know that he changed it, first of all, because he thought his original ending was irresponsible, right? Genocide is irresponsible, especially, one that works and, makes life better, for those who basically committed the genocide. Second of all, he felt like it wasn't fair to his fans, So that was the first change of the ending. And that now, since he said, quote, he changed it so many times, now we have a reason why we get this end result. To butter us up for a sequel or a reboot. And we don't want it. We never asked for that. We don't want it. He could have ended it with A&R. And for a reboot, I don't know, we can get somebody, a Paradisian, who learns the truth about their freedom. Oh, my freedom came at the death of so many people? That's no good, or something. And then they, I don't know, fuck some shit up somehow. That could have been a good reboot, or a good sequel, But he should have ended it the way he intended. Anyways, I'm gonna just end there. Unfortunately, I will be buying the last book. I have to. I have all the other ones. I have to. So if I just don't read the final volume ever, I can pretend this story is still good. Anyways, that's it for me. Bye, guys.